I don't know if you can see me, but I don't know if you can hear me. Let's see if there's anybody there. Let's just see who wants to jump on. I am not liking this new streaming system at all. Hello, light energy. Hi, you can see me. Hi, Di. Can you hear me okay? Hello, Biscuit Barrel. Thank you very much. You can see and hear me. Fine, absolutely gorgeous. Right, okay. So I sent you a little message on the community page the other day saying I was away for my birthday. I got back yesterday, so I'm doing the reading for next week, your weekly tarot. I'm doing it now, but I decided I'm going to do it live because I never go live. I hardly ever go live, so I thought let's do it live. You can hear me, Biscuit Barrel. Yeah, you can hear me. Great. Hi, Light Energy. Hi, Laura. So we're going to do the weekly. Is it buffering? Is it in time with what I'm saying? Thank you very much. Thank you. My birthday was Wednesday. I'm the 9th of the 9th. 9 is all about spirituality and endings and completions and all of that lovely stuff. It wasn't really a holiday. I went to see family. I haven't seen them because of lockdown for 7 months. So I saw my dad, I saw my eldest son and my granddaughter and my youngest son and my best friend, and it was lovely. And I got back yesterday, so it was all lovely. All right, so shall we have a look at this week's energy? So first of all, let's see if there's any intuitive guidance that wants to come through. I'm just going to move this over so I can see your comments as well. All right, that's better. Okay. Okie dokie. So what have we got going on for the 14th? All right. So as you probably know, Mars went retrograde on Wednesday on my birthday. It's a shift in energy here. It's much more, rather than about action, it's about planning, strategy, organizing, deciding, making plans for your future. Sam, you're absolutely right. I should go live more often. And I will do. I made some massive changes to my business when I got back yesterday. I've suspended my hypnotherapy work and my hypnotherapy site, which is going to give me much more time for YouTube, for readings and for healing. And that means hopefully I'll have more time to go live. All right. Hi, Margaret. All right, let's see what else you want me to tell them, please. So action, strategy, what else? They want you to really start thinking about where you're going over the next 18 months to 2 years. So although this is a weekly reading, the energy with Mars retrograde is going to last till the 14th of November. So we've got kind of 2 months. So this is the beginning of that. And I'm going to do it all this week, but over the next 6 or 8 weeks, I want you to really start thinking about, what do I want? Where am I going? Like I did when I was away this week. I thought I'm constantly tired because that work, my hypnotherapy work, I love it, but it's very, very draining. So think about what areas of your life you're being drained in, because like me, I reduced my hours. I was still tired. I took a break. I was still tired. And I thought, it's not just about that. Sometimes you have to drill down a little bit deeper. So is it a member of the family that is draining you? Is it your home, your neighborhood, your area? They're asking you to spend this time looking at where you can make improvements to your life. And these are longer terms, which is why they're telling me over the next 18 months to 2 years. It's not about make massive changes in the next week and then we're done and we can get on. They're saying harness this energy, and they do tend to use the word harness quite a lot. Harness the energy for yourself and your future and your dreams and your plans. All right, anything else? They're just showing me some animals. I'm seeing a cat here. What's the cat about? Okay, so the cat symbolizes independence. Very loving, but very independent. Not needy, not clingy, not like my dog that's down there. Can't quite see him, but he is there. Independence, this energy of independence. Now that doesn't mean you have to be alone and you have to be single, but the best relationships are those where two independent people come together and they enjoy their time together, but they enjoy their time apart. Anything else you want me to say? Yeah, the energy and the time of neediness and clinginess and dependency is coming to an end. And if you don't move with it, you'll get left behind. What do you mean by that, please? All right, so the energy of dependency, you know, that kind of we do everything together and I don't want to go anywhere without you, and if you're not going I won't go. All of that is insecurity and not feeling whole and complete in who you are. It's the old third dimensional energy, and we are moving into, or already moving into, the fifth dimensional energy, which is love and light. Think about it like this. They're just saying, I've got my team of angels here, and they're saying, can you imagine an angel saying, I'm not going anywhere without you, because it won't be the same. It's like we can be whole and complete and joyous in anything we do independently, but still enjoy the time that we have together. I hope, does that make sense? All right. Okay. Well done, Laura. Well done. All right. I'm going to bring the camera down to show you the cards. Let's bring it down while I choose the cards, and then I'll bring it back up for me as well. All right. Oh, nice card to come out, guys. That's the Ace of Cups. That's your first card out. A new beginning in terms of the way you think and feel. New power with the Queen of Wands. We've got the Devil energy, and we've got the Emperor. Now I want you to look at the order that I've put them in. Let me bring it up here. Okay, so look at the order. We've got the Ace of Cups over the Devil. Now what does that mean? So the Devil, for many of you, has been the foundation underneath that says, I can't do it, I'm trapped, I'm stuck, I'm being held back, oh, they won't like it, I've got to people please, I've got to keep everybody happy. But while I'm doing all that, I'm not happy. And they're just saying that, you know, this is something I've only realised for me this week about my my work, my hypnotherapy work, that I'm making sure everybody else is happy, but I'm drained. And they're saying, no more, no more, no more. Your happiness matters. And in fact, you need to move yourself from the back of the queue to the front of the queue in terms of whose happiness is the most important. Because if you're not happy, you can't help or make anybody else happy anyway. So this Ace of Cups wants to come in to say, I can finally put my happiness first. I'm not being selfish. I'm not being a drama queen. I'm not being awkward. I'm saying I matter, my needs matter, and my soul, my energy, my heart is not happy with this, so I'm not doing it. As we do that, we are overcoming that Devil energy, which is all about restriction. We're saying we don't need to people please anymore. We don't need to compromise ourselves for others. We don't need to do that anymore. It's old energy, the third dimensional stuff. We don't need it. So we are overcoming with that Ace of Cups into a time now where you're looking at, and this is part of that strategy I was talking about, you're looking at anything and everything that makes you feel trapped and stuck. And sometimes it does take time to make changes. You know, I'm ready to leave this house and move on, but I can't get a house yet that I'm buying. For those who don't know, I can buy my own home, and this is rented, but I have to wait. They've told me I have to wait until spring of next year, April, May. So I'm like, okay, I'd love to go tomorrow, but I have to wait. But in the meantime, I can plan. And this is what they're asking you to do. Rome isn't built in a day. You don't have to do it all now, but you can be working towards those changes that you're wanting, putting your happiness first and putting behind you what holds you stuck. Now, to do that, look at these two cards of power. You know, the Queen of Wands is more powerful, if you like, than the Empress. All right, you'd think the Empress would go with the Emperor, but the energy of the Empress is all about creativity and flow and gentleness and making things and building things, and that's lovely. But the Queen of Wands, she's the assertive warrior queen that says, get out of my way, I'm coming, you know. And sometimes we need that. That's quite Mars energy, that energy, very fiery, as is the Emperor. So what we got here is a double whammy of power. So the universe is bringing you this power to move you forward, to drive you forward into making your happiness, all right? Your happiness is what matters. Now, let's get some clarifiers with the Tarot Dreams. No, those are the Tarot Dreams. This is a Gilded Tarot. Okay. We've got the Five of Swords and the Hierophant coming out. All right. The Hierophant is the spiritual energy, the very much about learning, growth, development spiritually. Now, when it's coming out, it means a few other things, but they're telling me in this context, it's all about the Hierophant is, what are you learning and growing about yourself? What are you overcoming from an intuitive spiritual basis, from an inner knowing, an inner knowledge, listening to that voice inside you so that you can quieten that Five of Swords, which is conflict, internal conflict, doubts, fears, that devil energy on a smaller level. It's kind of, well, I'd like to do that, but it wouldn't work, or I'd like to change that, but I wouldn't have the confidence to do that. This is the Hierophant coming in saying, come on, you can do this. You can do it from your intuition, from your internal I am Godhood, God self presence, to overcome those doubts. Looking at, it's all about this happiness this week. This is what it's all about. What makes me happy and what pulls me down. And it's not necessarily about being pulled down as such. It's about, we can get contaminated by other people's toxicity, by their struggles. We want to help, we want to be of service, we want to be there and support people. And then we come away from it feeling really drained and low. They don't want that for you anymore. So they're saying, you know, they're bringing me back to the cat and the independence. Okay, if you're in a mood and when you've got a cat, a dog will sit with you if you're in a mood. A cat will go, I'm not going near her, she's in a bad space, I'm off. I'm not going to let it contaminate me. And then she'll come back when I'm feeling better. That's the way cats work. And that's kind of what they're saying for us, which surprises me a little bit because you know what they're like up there. You know, that I'm working with the seventh dimension here. It's all love and life, love and light and help and service and support. And they're saying, yes, but not at your detriment. So if you can go in and support somebody, get the feathers out of my face, please. You're making me itchy. If you can go in and support somebody in a very detached way, without getting involved, without getting upset with them or getting angry with them, if you can step back and help them, great. If you can't, if you're going to get sucked into it and get as upset or in a bad mood as they are, you're not doing them any good and you're certainly not doing you any good. All right, there's a lot of channeled information coming through here, and that's partly because of you guys, so thank you. All right, because there's a few of you on, they're really tuning into all of your energies. It's lifting the energy more. Well, tell me more about that Queen of Wands, please. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands. Okay, we've got the Sun, the Emperor again, and the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, I mean, really, come on, this is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. For some of you, prosperity, money, finances, a new job, fabulous. But for all of you, a new beginning in terms of security, stability, foundation and grounding. Actually, I think I like that word. We'll create a new word, groundation. Okay, so your foundations and your grounding. It's all about being able to feel really stable in yourself, not dependent on anybody, not getting sucked into anything, feeling that I'm looking after me. Now, I can hear myself saying that, and I can hear some of you feeling like, well, it's a bit selfish, that's a bit me. But this is a time where we support without getting sucked in. If you can't step back, that is a time of independence. It's a time of not at my detriment, all right? Our soul wants to help, but not at my detriment. This is about our light and taking responsibility for you, all right? They want me to stay with that for a moment. So many of us see somebody struggling and take responsibility for their struggle, for their unhappiness. We take responsibility to make them feel better, to uplift them, to support them. It's not our responsibility. You are responsible for you. They are responsible for them. Okay. Sorry, this is getting quite deep, but that's what they're telling me. All right, now we've got the Emperor twice. Now, when we see the Emperor twice, whenever they put any card twice, they really want to emphasize it. So they're saying, please, this is a time for you to step into your power and do what's right for you. And it's coming out with the Sun card. The Sun card is the brightest, most positive, most optimistic card in the deck. So as you focus on you and doing what's right for you, and that means saying no, and that means not not just not saying no, but not offering, not saying yes. You know, sometimes people don't ask you and we jump in and rescue. We don't need to rescue. We're disabling them from rescuing themselves. This is you stepping into your power. All right. Anything else on that? No. Okay, we're done with them. Let's have a Lenormand card. And we're going to go into a couple of cards for each sign, like I've been doing the last few weeks. All right, guys. And before I do that, I'll pause to read some of your comments. But if I read them while I'm doing it, I lose the flow. Okay, bottom of the deck, we've got the owls. This is higher knowledge, communication from a higher perspective. We've got endings here. The cross is death, letting something go. And we've got the dog, loyalty. See, this all makes so much sense, doesn't it? Okay, so the owls are all about communication, talking, expressing yourself from a higher perspective. All right, there's another card in this deck with birds, and that's talking too, but it's more about gossip. It's more of a negative card. The owls is more about the information coming through from your higher self, your intuition, your soul, your inner knowing and knowledge, and saying it feels right for me to say that. What's holding me back? I need to say it. So communication is strong this week, guys. And then we've got the dog with loyalty. Love this little dog with his little lead in his gob. Take me for a walk. I love you. All right. So loyalty. Loyalty to who? You. That's what this message is all about. What's right for me and what needs to go with that death card. And I know it's not easy. I really truly do. You know, I've been a hypnotherapist for 20 years, well 19 years, and 9 of those I've been focused on helping people with very deep traumas, and it's very draining, and I've kind of retired now from doing that intense heavy work. But when I was taking it all off my website, I felt like I was losing part of my identity. You know, who are you? I'm Julie Poole, a hypnotherapist and a reader and a healer and an author and a counsellor. But if I'm not that, who am I? And you know, it's okay to get a little bit scared. You know, I just sat with it for a while and it all settled and it was all fine. But allow yourself to say what needs to go. Let's not be scared. Let's get into Emperor 1, Emperor 2, and the Hierophant. Right? All of this power, all of this guidance. Let go, let go, let go. Let go of neediness, dependency. Let go of meeting other people's needs if it doesn't meet yours. That's what the message is for this week. Anything else? They want an angel card. Do you not want those then? No, they don't want those. Okay. All right. So I'm talking to them. Sorry. Let's have an angel card. What's the main energy for this week, please? Okay. Earth Force with Raphael. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful card. All right, Earth Force. This is the way Archangel Raphael, beautiful green energy connecting him with the heart. He's the physical healer. People often think of him as the emotional healer, and he can do all healing, but he's predominantly about the physical healing and that physical grounded connection. All right, earthly, tangible, you know, aches and pains and all of that stuff. All right, Archangel Uriel is the emotional healer, and he has a lovely golden energy and connects with the solar plexus, which is where our emotions are. So we've got Raphael here for this week, guys. And so it's looking at physically, my earthly body, do I feel grounded and secure and stable in myself and in all that I am? Do I feel whole and complete in all that I am? And if I don't, what can I do about it? So you can meditate, you can see a counsellor, a therapist, you can do what feels right for you, read some books, but get into a space where you feel whole. Now we've got the Earth Force, Mother Earth, Gaia. As we connect through our physical feet on the ground, imagine your feet are magnetic and the magnetic resonance of the earth is connecting you. You will feel stable and secure. You can do it inside. I do it inside fine. But the best place to do it is actually walking on the earth. Walk on the grass, walk on the earth, walk on the sand, but walk on nature and feel that connection, that flow coming down and through you, and know that you are whole and complete in who you are. Anything else? No. All right. Okay, I'm going to put these away and then we're going to go into a couple of cards for each of the 12 signs. All right, let's put them away and them away. So we're going to use the Tarot of Dreams for this. So I'm just going to shift these out of the way. And let me have a look before we go into Aries. Let me just say hello to a few of you. Chinappa, hi. Mark B, hi. The timing gives a chance for the current heat to fall out of the housing market. Most probably a blessing. Yes, that's what they've told me. My information, and certainly in the UK, is the market's going to start going down within the next couple of months, and it should reach its sort of bottom by about June or July next summer, and then level out and stay there for about 18 months before it starts recovering. So there we go. That's my information anyway. Hi, Dolores, love and light. Leslie, hi. Barbara, number 9 stands out to me. Hi, yeah. I've got a lot of 9s in my chart for those of you who do numbers, because I was born in 63, so that's another 9. So yeah, I'm 3 9s, and that comes to 27, which is another 9. So a lot of that. Nirvana, I'm shining and glowing. Bless you. Thank you very much. Yes, my new way of eating and the weight loss and the inflammation gone and the health better all feels so much better. It was one of the reasons why when I felt very tired all the time, I put it all down to health, which is now sorted with the keto way of living that I use. But I was still very tired, and that's when I realised it was more than that. It was that, but it was also my hypnotherapy work, my therapy counselling work. So that's gone for a while, certainly to the end of the year, maybe next year. We don't want that because we haven't started yet. Don't rush me. All right, so let's move into Aries. So I'm just making a note of the time here. 22:24. Hello, Aries. All right, my darlings. So I want you to take the main reading, and you're going to add whatever information is specifically to you, for you, to it. Aries, please. You've got the 5 of Wands and the Knight of Swords, Aries. Okay. So there's some conflict around you, some conflict, competition, butting heads. This can be at work. This can be within the family. They're just showing me within the family for a few of you. You might be arguing with your children. You might be arguing with your spouse. You might be arguing with, I'm going to just get in for some of you, older siblings, all right? Even though you're a big grown up, siblings always seem to think that they know what's best for us. When they were our older brother or sister when we were 5, we're not 5 anymore. So tell them to butt out and back off, all right? That's a message for you there, Aries. Butt out and back off, okay? So what else? Anything else? Yeah, right. The Knight of Swords there for you, Aries. This is about using your mind, your thoughts, right? This is action in the way you think. So that's where I'm saying here, whatever this conflict is around you, it's not so much arguing, but it's the sense of I'm trying to tell you what to do because I know best is what's coming through here, and that links in with the reading for the general population. So what we've got is using that Knight of Swords to change your thinking and say to yourself, you know, I'm a grown-up, I don't care how old they are, I'm an adult and I can make my own decisions. So I can then dismiss. If my mind says I'm allowed to, it's giving yourself permission. If your mind says I'm allowed to, you know, say thank you for the advice, appreciate that, even though it was unsolicited and not asked for, and I appreciate your thoughts for me, but I'm going to do it my way. Very strong, do it my way. Back off, butt out. That's the message we have for you, Aries. All right, my darlings. Let's have a look at Taurus. Let me write down the time, because I will add these in afterwards for people not watching live, so they don't have to watch stuff that isn't for them. Okay, Taurus, we've got the Moon and the Knight of Wands for you. Okay, big Virgo full moon, new moon on the 17th, 18th, depending where you are in the world. They're just linking that in for you, Taurus, because you're an earth sign like Virgo. This moon will be very good for you to harness, all right? So new moons are always about what's new, what wants to come in that's new, what do I want to allow to Open up to the light, all right? Because the moon is always about what's hidden, what's not seen, because it's dark, it's there, but we can't see it. The new moon allows things to come forward into the light. So these are, for some of you, you know, again, take the beginning part of the general read. This is about independence and doing it your own way. So what needs to come forward? There is something for you, Taurus, that needs to come forward, and you're going to need to harness that Knight of Wands, that power. This is the action guy, okay? He's the action man. You know, he's Arnie, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, go and do the action. Go and sort what needs to be sorted. It's not there yet, all right? So even though this is the, well, it is the reading for the 14th and the new moon is the 17th, so smack in the middle of the week, allow what needs to come forward and then take the action with it. There is some action needing for you. It's not there yet. They're telling me it's not there yet. It's the 12th. So this is going to come to light for you over the next week, and then you will know what to do. All right? Anything else? Please stand in your power. Okay, I'm listening. Taurus is generally very much about security. All the earth signs are, but Taurus is very strong about not rocking the boat if it's going to rock my security. And they're saying sometimes you need to rock the boat. And don't worry if a bit of water sloshes into it, you can bail it out. But sometimes it's the right thing to do and you will know. All right, that's what I have for you, Taurus. Let's put them in and shuffle them up. Let's have a look at my Geminis. Hi, Gemini. My lunar brothers and sisters, because I'm Gemini moon. Let's see what we have for Gemini, please, for this week. So we've got the Chariot and we've got the King of Coins. So you are moving forward at a rate of knots. The brakes are off. Whatever was holding you back, Gemini, now is the time to move forward. And you're moving forward towards that King of Pentacles, towards your prosperity, towards your security, and towards more power. This week's reading, you know, when we look at the general cards, you know, 2 emperors and all that power, and now you've got another king, the King of Coins, and you are moving towards the money, moving towards the security, moving towards you deciding for your life. You know, this isn't about you being in charge. Lots of you are not the boss. Lots of you are not, you know, the top of the tree and the CEO. It's not about that. It's about, do you feel that inside, that I'm in charge of my life? Because some of you don't, and they're just telling me some of you don't. Some of you feel, well, you know, I'm just the guy who sweeps the floor. I haven't got any power. Please don't think that, because every single person in every single organisation, from the highest to the lowest, are all equal and all valid. All of them, all right? All of them. When I used to work in business and the cleaners would come in, I would always make time to speak to every single one of them and say thank you, because that office couldn't function without them. All right, everybody is valid, and you do have power and you do have choice, because you've got a voice and you've got 2 legs, and if you don't like it there, you can walk out. So please know you always have power, and you can make changes and you can take things forward. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. All right, let's have a look. Let me write this down for Cancer. 2857. Will we make it 29, shall we, guys? All right, Cancer. Let's just have a look, saying hello to everybody. Angela, hi. Malvika Chopra, hi, sweetie, in India. Sam, have you missed Cancer? No, Samantha S, I'm doing it right now. Happy birthday, Malvika, for just going into Libra season the following week. Okay. Your triple Earth. Well, this, Angela, is going to be very relevant for you then, isn't it? TMNT Forever. Hi. What's in store for Capricorns? You'll have to wait a little bit. We haven't got there yet, my darling. All right. Let's have a look then. Cancer. Tell me about Cancer, please. We got the 5 of Wands again and the Ace of Swords. Who else had that? Who else had the 5 of Wands? See, when I do a reading, people always sort of think, have you got no memory? No, I haven't. When I'm doing a reading, it's not coming from me, it's coming through me. And as soon as it's finished, I literally have forgotten it. I can't remember what I've said. When I watch some of the other tarot readers, you know, and they're saying, oh, you had this card 3 weeks ago. And I'm thinking, how do they remember that? I've got no clue what any of you had last week, never mind 3 weeks ago. I've got no clue what you've had 5 minutes ago, clearly, as you've just seen. All right, so Cancer, you have got this beautiful Ace of Swords, a new beginning in terms of, oh, look at me. It's not the 5 of Wands, it's the 7 of Wands. Seriously, sorry. Okay, sorry. Share kindness, snap. Okay, right. 7 of Wands. That's up a notch from the 5. The 5 of Wands is conflict coming at you, people arguing with you. The 7 of Wands is you turning the table and saying, back off, right? So whoever had that message, I think it was 2 ago, so probably Taurus, butt out and back off, they're giving me those words again. You are now in that power, Cancer, of pushing back. All right, now I know you love your family and I know you're family orientated, but sometimes families really take the mick. All right, they take advantage. Whether it's family or your boss or your colleagues, somebody is coming at you expecting unreasonable things. And take that first message at the beginning. You know, when I said about being at the back of the queue for your own happiness and you want to put yourself at the front of the queue, some people might be trying to get in front of you and keeping you back, and I want you to go in front of them. Put yourself at the front of the queue. So to do that, you're going to need that Ace of Swords. All right, the Ace of Swords is a new beginning, a fresh start in the way you think. All right, you're saying to yourself, I'm not taking this nonsense anymore. I'm not having it. I don't have to fight. He's protecting himself, he's defending himself, but I'm not attacking them. I am protecting myself by saying, back off. All right, so a new beginning this week, Cancer, in order for you to stand your ground, stand your truth. That's the sword of truth there. I love that sword. You know, when we can use that sword to cut through the BS, to cut through the illusion, to cut through where we think we have no power, and we can stand there holding our ground and saying, this is what I'm doing, back off. All right, a lot of power about standing up for ourselves here. Okay, the whole reading so far for everybody. Now let's see what we have for, don't forget to write it down, Julie Poole. Leo, 32, 33. All right, Leo, what have we got for Leo, please? What have we got for Leo? We've got the Lovers and we've got the 7 of Wands again. Okay. This is a thing when I do a general read, the general energy is for everybody, because that's the energy going on in the cosmos at the moment. We're all going to feel it. But each sign will have a slightly different emphasis, okay? Right, let's have a look. Lovers. Okay, so the Lovers obviously means a couple and romance and partnership, but it also means making a decision from your heart, not your head, all right? Now, I'm feeling for most of you Leos, this is about a relationship though. A relationship where you have allowed, and that's the word, allowed your partner to be having a little bit more say, a little bit more control, a little bit more opinions, a little bit more power than you've had. I want you to honestly step back and look at your relationship and say, is it truly equal? And if it's not, all right, then now is the time for you to step into your power and say, no, we always do what you want to do on a Saturday afternoon. We're doing what I want to do on a Saturday afternoon. You're starting to, or however that applies for you, but you're starting to say, no, I want, no, they don't like I want. I am equal and strong and powerful, and I have a voice, an opinion, and my opinion matters. So this is about you standing your ground in your relationships. Now, although it's the Lovers, which predominantly signifies romantic relationships, your significant other, this could be your child, this could be your boss, this could be your best friend. So relationships in general, standing your ground and remembering that nobody is better than you. Nobody is more powerful than you unless you allow them to have that power, and unless you think they're better than you, because they're truly not. You know, we're all love and light and equal, and we're all on the same path home. All right, we just might take different roads to get there, but we'll all get there. All right, so that's what I have for you, Leo. All right, Now, let's just have a little pause while I shuffle and read some of your comments. Hi, Carmen in New Zealand. Your Virgo sun 14th. Oh, 2 days. Happy birthday. Okay. You've been seeing a lot of angel numbers of you, Angela. Okay. Yeah, something's coming. All right, Libra here. Hi, Sandra. All right, what we got for Virgos then? Happy birthday, Virgo. All right, 8 of Swords, King of Swords. You're still stuck with something, Virgo. So I want you to really think about, maybe watch the general part of the reading a couple of times, all right? Because generally when we see a reading, we pick the bits that really resonate and we don't tend to really notice the bits that don't. And we say to ourselves, well, you know, I just took the bits that resonate. But if you watch it again, you'll find there's more that resonates. You think, yeah, maybe I do that. All right, because Virgo, my darlings, you are still a little bit stuck. 8 of Swords and the King of Swords. So the 8 of Swords is mental stuck. You're not really stuck, but you think you are. And so we need to get a little bit of clarity out of that head of where we think we're stuck. And we need to step into that King of Swords, which is using his swords to cut through that bubble so that she's free to move forward. That bubble is our negative thinking, you know, and our, you know, I couldn't possibly do that because it would upset somebody. Well, frankly, tough. Let them be upset. You're not responsible for their reactions. You're responsible for you and the way you deliver the news. So if you say, no, I don't want to do that, and you say it nicely but firmly, that's fine. And if they don't like it, tough. All right. But it's about standing in your truth, which you can do, but you're doing it nicely and gently, but firmly. All right. Now, when you do that, that bubble will burst and you will, you know, it looks a bit risky with that sword right next to her bum there, doesn't it? But you will free yourself and you will be able to move forward. So no more. Virgos can be a little bit too nice, all right? A bit too nice. And I know that I've been guilty of that. And we have to, it's not about turning into, you know, somebody horrible, but it is about saying, am I being a bit too nice here? Okay. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. All righty. Oh, I didn't write it down. Does anybody know what time I started, Virgo? Oh, no, I'll have to go back and watch it to find it. All right, we're on Libra now. If anybody knows what time I started, Virgo, please pop it in the comments. All right, let's look at Libra now. Hi, Rhonda. Right, let's have a look. Libra, please. You've got the Devil again. That means you've had that twice, my darling, with the Hermit, okay? 2 major arcana, Libra. 2. Okay, so a lot of power. Now the general read also applies to you. There was a Devil there, you've added again. So Libra, a little bit like Virgo with that 8 of Swords, they're stuck with something. You're feeling stuck with something because the Devil is all about what's restricting, what's holding us back, what's in the way, feeling disempowered. It can go, but you need to step into your Hermit energy to do it, which is the Virgo energy. So okay, so your Virgo energy is about looking at the detail and pulling something apart, being analytical, all right? So literally pull it all apart, look at every detail. And as you're doing that from the Hermit point of view, which is looking within yourself and your life, very analytical, very detailed, you start to see where the Devil is and you're able then to deal with it because you have the power. And so you take that energy from the general read of how to deal with it and you go, right, but I've got a little bit of work here to do because something is holding me stuck and maybe I'm not aware of it and maybe it'll come up on the new moon, but I want that clear really before the new moon or within the day or two of the new moon, because the new moon lasts for 4 weeks, guys, okay, till the next new moon, funny enough. So we want to harness that energy of newness for the 4 weeks, and so the more we can get rid of the stuff we don't need before that, the better. All right, darlings, that's what I have for you. Let's put them back in, and we are now moving on to Scorpio. Time 39:34. Hi, Scorpio. All right. Mark B, inundated with butterflies and spiraling crows. Definitely some intense energy here. Okay, so butterflies are transformation and crows are the magic, okay? The magic. All right, Scorpio, you have got the Tower and you have got the Strength card, all right? Now, When I see these two together, it means that something is going to fall away this week, and you're going to need to tap into that resilience and strength to not panic. Okay? Now, don't be scared. Don't be scared, my lovelies. Okay? Oh, I sounded right Welsh then, didn't I? Well, I am Welsh, but there we are. Now, let me just talk about this for a minute. I'm Scorpio rising, so this really applies. As I was telling you, you know, I've let go of my hypnotherapy, which is huge and scary, but very much Tower. I kept getting the Tower card, something needs to end. And I needed to be strong, but it's the right thing, all right? I've got no doubts. But yes, was I scared? Yes. Step into the strength, step into the power. So what is it that needs to fall away for you? What part of your life is not working for you? Because we only ever see the Tower card when something is done, but we're not dealing with it. All right, might be a job is done. And if you look back at a job or a relationship that you're miserable in, you will see a sell-by date. I know that sounds a bit nuts, but you will. If you look back and go, when was I first really, I used to like this job. When did it start being horrible? Yeah, it was when that new boss came in, or when she left, or when they changed this, and I actually have been miserable since. That was your sell-by date, and it's gone off now, and you need to go, all right? So that doesn't necessarily mean walking out the door without a job to go to, but it does mean I'm going home tonight and updating my resume and my CV, and I'm looking for another job. Or if it's a relationship, it's time that we have the talk, you know, the talk. We need to talk. That talk. Be strong, be firm, be resilient. You've got this. All right, Scorpio. Okay, my darlings. See, when I put them back in the pack, I always put them in different places. And sometimes the same ones will come out again because they're meant to. All right, now we are moving on to Sagittarius. What time is it? 42:02. Okay, Sag. Let's have a look here. Sagittarius, please. Sagittarius, please. Okay, we've got the King of Coins. He's been out before. And the Knight of Cups. Oh, we've got an offer here. We've got an offer. We've got an opportunity to move you towards some prosperity here. It's going to make you happy. We've got the Knight of Cups. Cups is all about water, emotions, happiness. The Knight of Cups can be quite romantic. It can be a romantic offer. We are moving towards some form of security and stability here with that King of Cups. But I want to say that the way I've put the cards there, the Knight of Cups has got his back to the King of Coins. Some of you, Sag, might be considering leaving what you perceive to be secure in order to go off on a little adventure of your own. All right, now, this isn't going to apply for all of you, but they're just giving me this message for some of you. The way that he's on his horse, his seahorse there, ready to go off, I kind of feel a little bit like the Fool energy. I'm off on an adventure and I'm leaving behind me my security and my stability, and people might look at me and think that I'm crazy. You know, why? What do you mean you've jacked your job in and you're backpacking around Thailand for the next year? It's that kind of energy for some of you, obviously not all of you, but there is a sense here for you, Sagittarius, that some of you realize that putting security over your happiness isn't working for you. And so you're putting your happiness first, which is actually the right way round when we do it from our heart. Now, okay, so sometimes we can do it from a place of self-sabotage and irresponsibility and being a little bit foolish sometimes. You know, the child energy, the sort of teenage energy where they don't see the consequences, they're not thinking ahead, they just think that'd be a good idea right now, and they don't think of the fallout that might come further down the line. And that's not their fault, because the frontal cortex, the front of our head, this is the way our reasoning and logic develops and doesn't fully develop till we're 25. So teenagers don't see the consequences, but grown-ups generally do. Now, for some of you, I'm just feeling there's a little bit of that energy of I'm not looking at the consequences, I don't care, I'm chasing my happiness. And I want to kind of just rein you in a little bit and say, please just check that it feels okay with your higher self and your internal soul energy, because sometimes we need to take a risk and be spontaneous and go for it, and that will feel really right. But we will have looked at the consequences, yeah? I jacked in a job years ago as director, actually, and I sold my house and I moved to Cornwall and I rented a house and I started again. I looked at all the consequences. I looked at every risk and I assessed the risk, and then I decided to do it. All right. And I've never looked back, and it was the right thing for me to do. But sometimes we're not looking at the consequences and jumping. So jump if it feels right, but check out that you've looked at all the consequences first. All right. So that's what I have for you. All right. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. That's very kind. Hi, Susa from Germany. You're very welcome. It's lovely to have a live chat, isn't it? The reason I haven't done many live chats over the year is because I have been so drained. And a lot of that, as I said, was down to my health, inflammation and stuff like that. And the other part, I reckon 70% was down to my health, which is now sorted. And the other 30% was down to a lot of the work I was doing was very draining. So hopefully now, for the next few weeks and months, I have more energy and more time and to do more lives, all right? You love the hypnosis sessions. Great. I mean, there are a few on my channel free, self-hypnosis, and there's others that you can purchase from my download shop. Okay. Hi, Diana. All right. Where are we? We are now with Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. 4621. I wrote that down wrong. Okay, Capricorn, please. What do we have for Capricorn? Okay, you've got the star and you've got the page of coins. Capricorn, the star and the page of coins. This is beautiful because the page is about new opportunities, new offers, new doors opening that weren't there before. And the star is enabling you to step into your light and be that shining star because that door is opening. The star is also a healing energy. So as the door opens, it enables you to move forward and release. They're just showing me letting go of a coat, like a snake skin, but this is like a big heavy jacket. You're taking the jacket off as you move through that door, and it is a lightness and a lightness of spirit, a lightness in your step. So this week, Capricorn, there is an opportunity coming in. It's the page of coins, so this could be a job offer, a business opportunity. This is an opportunity that's going to make you feel more secure and more stable and in a better place. And it's going to enable you to really rebalance and come into a beautiful place within yourself. It feels lovely. So look out for opportunities. It doesn't have to be something coming from the outside in, as in a job offer. It can be an awakening within yourself, a meditation, a dream, something a friend or family member says to you, but something is an aha moment, all right? And it is enabling this shift forward into a different space, which is very healing for you. Lovely. Oh, nice. I've got no Capricorn in my chart, but I like that one. All right, let's look at Aquarius now. Hi, Aquarius. How you doing, my lovely people? All right. Okay, Aquarius, please. Hi, Diana. All right, the world, Aquarius, and the Seven of Cups. Wow. Choices. How do you want your world to go forward? Because we've got the World card, which is the endings, the major endings of how long for? 12, 13, 17 years this is for some of you, okay? I'm getting 7, 8 years for some of you, 12, 13 for others, and somebody's a 17 year. All right, so a massive cycle is coming to an end, and it's going to enable you to have so many more choices and options because it's coming in with the Seven of Cups. So it may be that you are selling your home and you are using that money to do lots of different things, not necessarily buy a new home, but you may say, I'm downsizing, buying a smaller home, and I can travel, and I can buy a new car, and I can do this, that, and the other. Whatever it means for you, there is the endings here of a major cycle. Now, they're asking me, Aquarius, to take into account the general reading at the beginning, and that's for everybody, and add this to it, because this is about your power and moving yourself forward over the next 18 months to 2 years, because when a cycle finishes, it doesn't just start the brand new cycle the next day. There is a transition period from one to the other. So looking ahead, Aquarius, over the next 12, 18, 24 months, something is ending, and what do you want to do over the next 2 years to not rebuild a life, to build a new life? Okay, what's the difference? It's a different energy. To rebuild something and to build a new life is a different energy. That's what you're having here, my loves. How exciting. Ooh. All righty. Now then, let's go on to Pisces. Hi, Pisces. All right, Pisces. Oh, no, I'm not ready. Don't rush me. You know I don't like being rushed. This is me talking to them, not you. All right. Okay, now there we go. 10 of Cups, Pisces. Oh, come on. And you've got the Faith card. All right. Now, when I'm putting these together, my loves, the Faith card is looking at that 10 of Cups saying, please, Pisces, have faith. If you are not in that situation, the 10 of Cups is the happy family, the happy home, the prosperity, the roses round the door, the perfect happy ever after. And most of us are not, let's be fair. If you're not in that position, please have faith that you have the power, you can create, and you can move towards that. And we don't have to have it all right? Now, when we look at that card, there's kind of the mum and the dad and the 2 kids and the dog, and what else is on there? Just all the cups and the roses round the door, all right? We don't have to have it all. We don't have to have every single bit to be really, really happy. Let's move into the faith to say, do you know what? I'd just be happy with a little dog. That'll do me. I'd be happy with a little pot of roses on my windowsill. That'll do me. They're wanting you to hold faith. Why? Because some of you have given up. All right. The main purpose of my channel is to inspire and give you hope. All right. Not false hope, but to give you a reason to keep going. All right. Now, some of you are losing hope and saying this year has been dreadful and I can't stand it and it's never getting any better, and all these readings on YouTube telling me it's going to get better are rubbish. I want you to hold the faith. All right. We all have been going through different personal challenges and transitions through this year, but it's all to bring us, each and every one of us, into a better space. But we can't get there if we give up. We cannot get there if we give up. Never, ever, ever lose hope. All right, you can get impatient. That's fine. We all get a bit impatient. I want it yesterday. I want it now. I don't want to wait. That's all right, but we've still got hope that it's going to happen. All right, hold your faith. All right, anything else? Nope, that's it. All right, my darling, so that's what I have for each of the 12 signs. Just going to see if I've missed any. Capricorn, hello, you've got a job interview this week. Good luck, sweetheart, good luck. Share kindness, what a lovely name. For Aquarius, Jupiter will be in their sign in December for 12 months. Lucky time for you then. That is wonderful. All right. Is there anything else you want me to say? Nope, that is it. Thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate your time on my channel. If you haven't seen them already, your 2021 readings are up on my website for sale for each of the 12 signs for the whole year. There's love readings and general readings. The link is below if you want to go check those out. Loads of you already have, and thank you so much for that. All right, my lovelies, have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. You take care. Bye-bye.